if you were me and didn't have? Look in the mirror, now I'm feeling like a savage. Tell my son I love him, for him I'ma make it happen. Now my dream's reality, not going back to. You say that you proud of me, I turn my back, you laughing. Now I hit the scene, they like lights, camera, action. Living in a dream, now my music they be blasting. Step out, I'm a star, always in the latest fashion. Had to set the bar, try to catch me lacking. Bank account for my son, he won't have to struggle. You can see it in my eyes, all I do is hustle. They tried to knock me off my feet, I'm ready to rumble. Feel like I ain't ate in weeks, working off the muscle. Oh yeah, oh my, we ride for my brothers, no lie. All you can die, never wrong, they right. I ain't changing my side, yeah, we in it for life. And I've been magic with the gang, we ball out, it can get tragic. All we got, we gon' let you have it. Stuck in my ways, think I need to change my habits. What would you do if you were me and didn't have? Look in the mirror, now I'm feeling like a savage. Tell my son I love him, for him I'ma make it happen. Now my dream's reality, not going back to. You say that you proud of me, I turn my back, you laugh. Hey, how could you lie to my face? People claim that they be loyal, they be taking up space. See my broski lose his heart when he was fighting that case. Took so many yells, I'm not going back to those days. I'ma treat you how you treat me, do you like how it tastes? Shawty, use up, can't treat you like my ace. I got way too many problems to be worried, I'm straight. Me and Craig had to watch for the Jakes. On the road, this crazy, I get 80 a show. Say my money, stack it up, it look like I'm foreign cars, driving fast, I never done this before. Get drown out my problems, let me When I've been magic with the gang, we ball out, it can get tragic. All we got, we gon' let you have it. Stuck in my ways, think I need to change my habits. What would you do if you were me and didn't have? Look in the mirror, now I'm feeling like a savage. Tell my son I love him, for him I'ma make it happen. Now my dream's reality, not going back to. You say that you proud of me, I turn my back, you laughing.
We are sandwiched between Fort Worth and Dallas, Texas, in Arlington at the luxurious AT&T Stadium. Obviously, they do everything big here in Dallas, and the introduction to the Cowboys, no exception. They're set for football in Big D, as their guys will do battle with the Miami Dolphins. 2 1-1 teams here, each looking to move over 500, and we're underway here in Week 3. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line.
Dolphins take over first and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The young incredible, honestly unforgettable. You a joke like Chappelle Show. This so perennial, do this for my millennials. I be murdering any flow. I just had to let you know, it's the young, incredible, honestly unforgettable. You a joke like Chappelle Show. This so perennial, do this for my millennials. I be murdering any flow. Yeah. I just had to let you know. Yeah. Give me that work and I can sell it. I put it on the line like I ain't selfish, nah. The story flip if I let you tell it. Put my heart and soul in so you feel it. I ain't never faking, I'm the realest since Tupac in imprisonment, claiming his innocence. Currently, I'm the greatest rapper in a sense. But any currency, I'm still guaranteed my wins. This is coming from within, I stuff for real, I don't pretend. When the OG spilling knowledge, bet it's best you soak it in. I'm a prophet to them scholars, got them chakras opening. Got them fixing up their octaves, now they truly focused in. I'm seeing 2020 visions, daily manifesting on my premonitions. Best to keep it neutral, got my own religion. The brainwash, gotta make your own decision. My word is James Bond, I stay on a mission. Coming for the top position, ain't no competition, man. Pull up in the top, it's missing, the opposition, and all that lane switching, this is what the game is. It's the young, incredible, honestly unforgettable. You a joke like Chappelle Show. This so perennial, do this for my millennials. I be murdering any flow. I just had to let you know, it's the young, incredible, honestly unforgettable. You a joke like Chappelle Show. This so perennial, do this for my millennials. I be murdering any flow. I just had to let you know.
Coach EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the Lone Star State and the very mammoth AT&T Stadium in Arlington, Texas. A moment ago, here was the scene with the Cowboys emerging from their tunnel. It was loud. It's still loud. We're ready for football as the Cowboys get set to match up with the Miami Dolphins. Two 1-1 teams here, each looking to move over 500, and we're underway here in Week 3. This will be taken in at the 1. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line.
Check. Watch 54. Oh, you got deep?
This is Kenyon Drake, the fourth-year man from Alabama. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. And now it's Rosen looking. On the left side, this is Stills. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 16 yards, a first down. Stills was second on the team a year ago to the now-departed Danny Amendola in the receiving yards category. And hard to believe, 5th year now with Miami after his first couple of years with Drew Brees in New Orleans, and now hoping he can form a bond with Josh Rosen. On first down, Drake. Xavier Woods, the free safety, up to make the tackle.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
They'll run with his second-year man from ASU, Kalen Ballage. And he's got this one across midfield into Cowboy territory. A first carry now. This is Hill. And he has the first down yardage before they bring him down right at the 45. Give him 3 yards and a fresh set of downs.
First down, Dolphins.
Throwing now, Rosen on first down. And Stills over the middle. The Dolphin passing game rolling here. They've got another first down.
I don't believe that this opening drive is surprising to either one of us after the time we spent with the coaching staff and players prior to the game. What about you?
Absolutely. Not only that, but that big article in the paper this morning about their philosophy on starting games like you're shot out of a cannon, and that's what they've done. Very methodical here on this first drive.
Yeah, so many teams talk about that fast start. We're actually seeing it happen right here in front of us.
But now the kicker. Can they cap it off by putting the ball in the end zone?
It's a gain of 9. Brings up second and a yard at the 16-yard line.
The previous run, good for 9. Here's second and a yard.
Switch up. 25, check 25, check 25.
Now Rosen. And Stills bringing it in. He had 3 catches last week. That one his 3rd on this drive alone.
I know from past experience, before you actually play a game, you visualize what's going to happen. And I don't know anyone who doesn't visualize themselves being in the center of what's going on. That's 3 catches for him here in the early going. He's got to like the way this is started.
Absolutely. 3 catches on any drive is good. Opening drive, that's a tone setter.
54, 61, matchbox lights. Check 52.
They'll run on first down. Drake. And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8. Defensively, pretty good start there with their backs against the wall.
That's a win for the stop troops right there. And if I'm them, I get a little bolder now. They won the first battle. Keep coming after them. Put the pressure on them.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Faking the give to Drake. Now Rosen. This will be caught at about the 6. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down. I don't think it's a surprise they're throwing the football early. We expected that. They told us they were going to come out firing, but 4 for 4 on the opening drive. They like that.
They don't just like it. They love it because now everyone gets locked in. Your confidence jumps up. Everyone's easy about what they're doing out there. And by the way, they're looking at the sideline thinking to themselves and expressing, let's keep throwing it. We're doing pretty well.
From the gun on 3rd down, it's Rosen. And that is caught. Touchdown, Miami. Allen Hurns. His first touchdown of the new season. And the Dolphins take it right down and score on the opening drive. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And it's now a 7-0 game. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Prescott now. Steps away to his left. And avoids the contact by sliding. Nice way to start the drive. A gain of 12 and a first down.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Here's the man who's led the league in rushing twice in 3 seasons, Ezekiel Elliott. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
Up front, the struggles continue for this offense among the line. What can they do? Change the play calling? What?
I think part of that, yes, changing some of the play calls, some screens, some draws, some misdirection. You want to run any type of a play that will influence these guys to continue to get upfield and find a way to use that against them and slip things in behind them. So some quick passes could work as well.
On 2nd and 12, Prescott, throw right side, taken in by Gallup. Chalk that up as a 4-yard loss, and now it's 3rd down.
Well, I know it goes against the instincts of the person catching the ball because all you're ever taught is catch the football, don't drop it.
But drop it there.
Yeah, in that situation, dropping it would have been better. End up losing yardage, even though they completed the pass.
As good as a sack.
Yeah, how about that? Although they won't get the same credit for it, and it won't help them at contract time.
He'll rifle this one deep right side. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jerome Baker. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Intended that time for Cooper. He's continuing to be a big presence defensively. Remember last week, AFC Defensive Player of the Week, and a big pick right there.
And when you pile up big numbers, it gets everyone's attention. But sometimes the number just needs to be, how many game-changing plays did you make? Did you take the ball away from the other team? He just did that, trying to win the award again this week.
They go play action here on 1st down. It's caught. Stills right side. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. 25 yards that time.
1st down, Dolphins.
Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. They'll run here with Balaj. And he's got this one across midfield into Cowboy territory. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 49-yard line.
Eight yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple.
Let's make these babies cry all the way back home, yo.
Hug. 80. Sorry, hurry. Check.
Off the play fake. Here's Rosen. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Enough takes a start to have a good drive. Quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
Now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
So now 3rd and 10, a big play to start the drive, but nothing since. From the gun, it's Rosen. Complete to his running back, Kenyon Drake. And he's going to have another 1st down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 42.
A gain of 16 yards.
We saw everything we needed to see right there. Timing, anticipation, and accuracy. And when Josh Rosen throws a slant, if you're the receiver, get your hands up. Otherwise, the ball's going to stick right between your numbers in your chest.
On 1st down, it's Drake. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 47. That really sets him back, a loss of 6.
Well, we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
Now on 2nd and 16, Rosen. Got a man open, that's Devontae Parker complete. They get 14 back, but it leads now to a third down.
Partner, this is one of the best routes anyone can have in their offensive playbook. Tough to defend because you think it's a go route, and then he breaks it back on the comeback. But there's one other thing you need as well.
A well-thrown ball?
Exactly right. You have a guy who has some precision in throwing the football because of the timing of the route.
Check, watch 54, watch 54. I'm coming up to you.
Now Rosen looking at a 3rd and 2. That's complete to his tight end, Mike Gesicki. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Mike Gesicki, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Dolphins are able to extend that advantage. Well, it was 3rd and 1. I was expecting runs, so much for that. They pass it, they score it.
That had the feel of the head coach telling the offensive coordinator, you've got 4 downs here. We're going to go for it on 4th down unless there's a disaster on 3rd. Go ahead and take a shot if you want to. And he gratefully accepted the opportunity and did exactly that. If they didn't get it there, that had the feel that they would come back and try it on 4th down.
And he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line.
At their own 27-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. On 1st and 10, Prescott. Buying time to his left. It won't be a sack, but it's no gain, and it brings up 2nd down.
Well, the defensive guys won't be real happy because there won't be a sack on this play because he did get back to the line of scrimmage. But what a job they did overall. Hemmed him in and gave him nowhere to go with the football.
Here we go. Wide 80.
Check 55 to Mike. Let's go, Heavy. Let's go, Heavy. Heavy, what you got? What you got, Heavy?
Here we go. 46.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Prescott. It's caught at the 10. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. A big pickup of 38. For an offense that has not found the end zone yet, that's a big play.
There's the spark right there. The big play that they needed. Now they've got to go ahead and finish this drive and put this ball in the end zone.
So 3 plays, already 1st and goal, and they are wasting little time.
47.
They'll try to run it in with Elliott. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Cowboys. Ezekiel Elliott, his 2nd touchdown on the season, as they are now on the board here in the first half. A 1-yard run on 1st down, another yard that gets him into the end zone on 2nd down. Maybe not much for the yards per carry average, but hey, 6 points.
Yeah, bottom line is it doesn't matter there. You've got to find a way to wedge it into the end zone. Yards per carry, that's out the window. How do you score? And on the 2nd down, they had something going. They got a yard before. They thought they could do it again, and they got it done.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
All told, it's an even 30 and a 1st down.
That outside handoff to the left, that play has to warm the heart of an offensive line coach because they controlled the left side where they were supposed to, but they didn't allow anything to leak from the backside on the right side of the offensive line either. Well played.
Yeah, and it created a big run. So the big play moves them all the way across midfield. It's 1st and 10 from the 45. They stay on the ground. This time it's Hill. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down.
It's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
On 2nd and 11 now. Rosen, throw left side, taken in by Hill. 4 yards on the pickup, and that'll lead here to a 3rd down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
So now it's 3rd and 7, and defensively, it's a dime look, 6 DBs. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. And they'll need to get to the 35 if they want to keep this drive going on 3rd down. From the shotgun, it's Rosen. And he finds Stills, complete. And he's going to have another 1st down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 28.
A gain of 15. 1st down.
That's a pretty good throw on the curl route there. 3rd down, and they pick up a 1st.
Defense should be aware for that, right?
They should be aware, but it was so hard sometimes.
Yeah, it's not easy.
Because when they sell that route really well, you think they're going upfield, then they curl back, show their numbers to the quarterback, and complete the play.
They'll run on 1st down. Drake. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3. Well, Kenyon Drake, he was kind of underutilized last year when Adam Gase was head coach. Only 7 starts, but now he's going to get a chance under new head coach Brian Flores to really showcase his talent. He certainly flashed his diverse playmaking abilities a season ago. 9 touchdowns, 5 through the air, and 4 on the ground.
Check 4, 80.
Throwing on 2nd and 3. Rosen. And Stills has got it. Touchdown, Miami.
Great job, man.
Kenny Stills, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Dolphins are able to extend that advantage. And when the quarterback drops and has a guy that wide open in the end zone, his eyes have to get just as big as grapefruits.
Oh, without a doubt. This is the easiest throw you're going to get, and you're going to get the benefit of a touchdown on top of it. Make that throw.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This fielded at the 2. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line.
The Cowboys take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2-minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
And they work this well upfield across the 45. Just like that, a pickup of 20 on their first play from scrimmage. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Now Elliott. And no room to maneuver there. Give him a yard up to the 47.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Off play action to Elliott. Here's Prescott. And the Dolphins rush gets home. Down he goes. Give the sack to Jerome Baker.
I think normally we would talk about this more with basketball players and football players, but let's adopt it in this case. He's a stat sheet stuffer.
Had the interception earlier, now a sack. What, he just needs a touchdown for the trifecta.
That's about all he needs, and he's going to go for it.
They'll need a big play here. Will Dak and the Cowboys after the sack. It's 3rd and long. Prescott from the gun. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 35.
First and 10 at the 35-yard line.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Come on now, let's go.
And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Jerome Baker able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. He is proving his worth defensively. Getting the sack here, that comes after being named the AFC Defensive Player of the Week for his performance in last week's game.
He's stacking games together, isn't he? I mean, you just mentioned what he did the previous week to be named AFC Defensive Player of the Week, continuing to play at that level. And when you get that kind of confidence going, those kind of guys are hard to stop.
Call it a gain of 5, and they'll be facing a 3rd and 12.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Now Prescott. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with a tick under a minute to go before half. Here now, Brett Maher. He hit from 62 in his rookie season of 2018. This was the old NFL record distance for decades, a 63-yard attempt. The Cowboys going to use their 2nd timeout now, as they'll stop it with a tick under a minute to go before half. So on 4th down, here's Chris Jones to punt it away. Jakeem Grant back deep for Miami. He only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. And problems spreading to the punt team now. This one goes all the way into the end zone on the fly, so that'll come back to the 20. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. You've got under a minute to go here until halftime. You got the good-sized lead. No need to do anything crazy.
No, there really is no need to do anything crazy. The smart play, go ahead and take your lead into the locker room and then try and add to it in the second half. But there's a part of me that looks at this and says, first half going my way, I have a little bit of a cushion. Let's go ahead and try and extend things. If you've got some good plays drawn up, you might want to think about them right here.
The Dolphins going to take their 2nd timeout as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this first half. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Hug.
Out of the gun, here's Josh Rosen. And the Cowboys pressure gets there this time for the sack. Defensive end DeMarcus Lawrence applied the heat.
Well, maybe that can give him a little bit of a pick-me-up, a little bit of a jolt. One of the few things has gone right defensively.
Because other than that, it's really been a first half to forget. So we've reached halftime here, and it's the visiting Dolphins taking a lead to the locker room as we send you on over to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman in our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Dolphins in front, and they'll be in possession of the football first as the second half gets started. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by Minka Fitzpatrick. And a great return as he gets this all the way down close to the 30-yard line. First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
Now an open man. That's the tight end, Gesicki. It's complete. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. The catches like that, that's what the Dolphins envisioned when they took Gesicki high in the second round a season ago. He did have 22 catches as a rookie, but did not find the end zone. Certainly feels more comfortable wearing number 88, his old college number, after sporting 86 as a rookie. Rosen off the play action. And he's going to go down. They sack him back right around the 30. DeMarcus Lawrence picks up his second sack of the afternoon.
That's his second sack of the game, and the best defensive ends, they do their homework as much as offensive guys do. They know how to beat the offensive lineman across from them, what moves they need to do to set them up. This guy's been pretty good at it all game long.
So they've been unable to capitalize on the great field position as of yet. Here's 3rd and 9.
55, right there in the middle, 55. It's just me and you. It's just me and you. Watch the safety. Corner.
To throw is Rosen. And he's going to go down again. It's Christian Covington who notches the sack there.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Oh, they get to the football. It's blocked. It's picked up. A live ball here, remember. And he's got daylight. It's a foot race. And the Cowboys are in the end zone for the touchdown. We talk about it a lot. One of the dangers of the long field goal, you got to kind of hit it low and drive it. That makes it susceptible to a block here. Not only do they block it, they return it.
And how about how well they did on the return, where they didn't create a penalty? Oftentimes in that type of a scrambling situation, someone will clip, someone will block below the waist, right? You name it. In this case, though, that didn't happen. They formed it up, and he took it all the way back for a touchdown.
Extra point by Marr, up and good. And they're back within a touchdown at 21-14. This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. This is taken at the 3. And he'll take this across the 25. Couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. Last time they had a little bit of a special teams breakdown. The field goal was blocked.
Yeah, and everything has to be precise in the kicking game. Snap, hold, kick. Obviously, the blocking to keep people out. So you
now a loose football. The ball comes out. And it's picked up by the Cowboys. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line. Not the trend he wanted to start the season with a fumble lost in both weeks 1 and 2. Now, it's not a disaster, but certainly not what he was looking for.
Got to get that fixed because otherwise he shows up on every scouting report. I remember sitting in defensive rooms and hearing the scouting report from my coaches, and if someone had a particular problem carrying the ball and holding on to it, that was noted. Hey, make sure you get a little extra attention to him. Get after the football. He's dropped it the last couple of games.
They'll try and get the running game going with Elliott. And he's got about 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 25.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. throwing. Prescott. Throw left side complete. That's Elliott. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
Dolphins bring on an extra defensive back on third down.
I'm coming.
From the shotgun, it's Prescott. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off by Jerome Baker. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, there definitely was some juice on that pass. And while tight ends don't always have the same reputation for hands as wide receivers do, in this case, that ball was expected to be caught.
Rosen and the Dolphins now with a 1st and 10 at their own 12-yard line. Now Drake. And a short 3-yard pickup gets him up to the 15.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
Check. Watch 54. You better be.
On 2nd and 7, Rosen. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. A little too aggressive defensively, and the flag comes out.
And no one trying to cover is going to like a call going against them, but you have to like the effort there. Went for the interception, just unable to get it, and the flag did come out.
Right, 54. Push him back. Watch 83.
Now on 1st down, Drake again. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. The last run got 9. That leaves them with 2nd and a yard. They run it with Balaj. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 11 yards there, 1st down.
Now that's how you start to get back in the good graces of your head coach. Remember, he fumbled on the last possession. How about the faith they showed him, giving him the ball again, and he repaid them, picking up a 1st down.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Watch the flag. Hey, alert. Check 3.
And they'll throw it with Rosen. He's going to loft this one deep left sideline. And that's caught inside the 30. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. And that one results in 35 yards. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. A give running right, Drake. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, gotta like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a 1st down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Now Rosen looking to throw. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. Defensively, celebration time because they finally forced an incompletion. He was perfect throwing the ball to that point.
Yeah, but from his viewpoint, they didn't force the incompletion. He just missed. That's how hot he is right now, and that's how he wants to continue to throw the ball.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. They go play action. It's Rosen. And the pressure will get to him. He goes down. Now there is a flag on the play, but this looks like holding on the offense. So instead of giving them another third down, they'll decline it, brings up 4.
Now, that's smart football right there. You don't even have to really spend a lot of time considering it. Just know that you're probably going to get the ball back. Good job declining that penalty.
And this is right down the middle as he puts it through. And that will push the lead up to double digits now at 10. So he missed that field goal earlier, but he says not this time. Able to knock it through, give his guys 3.
I like his poise. I like his confidence, his belief in himself. Sometimes when you miss that first one, you'll see a lot of guys sag and they can't make the next one. Not in this case. Stepped right up like a pro.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And with 3 interceptions thrown already, we'll see. Do they rely more on the ground game here?
They may have to change things offensively to try and settle things down, not just for the guy throwing the ball, but for the rest of the offensive unit, because their confidence has to be shaken a little bit. And you just wonder, is the backup going to start to warm up a little bit over on the sideline?
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. They play fake to Elliott. Now Prescott. And that is incomplete.
Just work with me a second here, because in my lifetime, seeing how quarterback percentages have changed in throwing the football, I mean, back in the good old days, if you were around 50%, you were doing okay. But now, you need to be 65 to 70% to be considered an elite quarterback. And in this ball game, it feels like we're playing old school, right around 50%.
Yeah, he's under 50%. He needs to start hitting more targets. The Dolphins get there this time, and they bring him down.
And that's the second sack of the game, but this player, disruptive in all phases, whether he's going upfield, coming underneath, you name it. He's a big-time guy you have to block.
.46 on his first kick. This one in that neighborhood as well. Here comes Grant on the return. Nice job bringing that one back. 14 on the return. And it'll be Dolphin football. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. The third quarter has not been kind to them. After they built that lead at intermission, they've seen that lead shrink.
And how much of that is simply execution? How much of that is maybe you lose your edge a little bit because you've got a lead? And you do have to credit the other team some, because they've made some adjustments to start to slow them down. Can they find those counters now, those extra plays or plays they haven't run that'll be effective and get them back moving again?
They'll be looking for something here, anything to seize that momentum back. That pass play wound up for negative yardage, so here's 2nd and 11.
Watch the screen, watch the screen. Watch the screen.
Here's Rosen. And Stills bringing it in. They find some open field here. There he goes, right side. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Kenny Stills, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Dolphins are able to extend that advantage. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means they're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
Nice job, nice patience right there. Put him on the right side, let him work his way across, put the ball in his hands, and let him work his way upfield with a catch.
Prescott now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. Out of the gun. Here's Prescott. That one complete to Elliott. He's going to be out of bounds on what's going to wind up being the final play of quarter number 3. Back now in Arlington. It's the Cowboys in possession of the football, but they trail here as we begin the 4th quarter of play. So now 1st and 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory right at the 40. To the air again, Prescott. That's into the hands of Gallup over the middle. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down. Give him 9 there on the 1st down completion.
At the 31-yard line.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Prescott yet again. And there is Amari Cooper, his first catch. And he's got another 1st down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 21. Looking back to Cooper's numbers from last year after that trade, he ended up playing 9 games with the Cowboys in 2018. 725 yards, 6 scores. Also had the 100-yard game in the playoffs against the Rams. And if you add up the numbers between the two teams last year, he was over 1,000 for the 3rd time in 4 NFL seasons. 11 more yards that go around, a 1st down as well.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size, can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a 1st down.
A 1st down throw for Prescott. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And here he'll get it down to the 7. A gain of 4 on the play, and that'll make this a 2nd down.
At the 7-yard line.
Here we go, Clyde, hey. Back two. Hey, what's the ball? Here we go, 47. 46.
And again, it's Prescott. And he will score. Touchdown, Cowboys. Dak Prescott, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Cowboys cut into that lead. Marr on for the extra point. And the lead is trimmed down to 10. So the lead back down to 10 as things get a little more interesting, and the kick is away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. Now, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking 1st downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, 1st downs, they can't touch the ball.
It's 2nd and 8 at the 27.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
Good track.
Now Rosen. On the right side, open is Gesicki. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down. Well, probably the only thing he did wrong there was go out of bounds, nursing this 4th quarter lead. You want to stay in, eat the clock.
Yeah, you got to love the effort, the catch, the extra yardage, but you got to know the situation. Stay in bounds, young man.
Rosen now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. They'll go with Hill here on 1st down. Tackle there by Leighton Vander Esch. Offensively with the lead, you want to run the ball, keep the clock going, but you also want to still kind of be in attack mode too, right? So how do you do that and not come back on your heels?
Yeah, think about all the practices we've watched where they have that tempo period to go over things just like this, where they describe the scenario, tell you what they're looking for, and make sure that they're still attacking yet at the same time not going so fast as to leave too much time on the clock.
And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Give him 12 yards there, and the Dolphins have a first down.
Check 48's to Mike. You don't want none. You don't get it. Pick up the ball.
Now a first down carry. It's Hill. And very little running room there. He did get a couple up to the 49. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this.
Check pass. Check pass.
From just shy of midfield, Rosen on the left side. This is Stills. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect them to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
Under 4 to play now. Clock running. 3rd down. From the gun, it's Rosen. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Drake. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. A strong 8 yards will keep this drive rolling. Rosen in the offense with a 1st and 10. And he's 4 for 4 now, throwing the ball to start the drive. They'll run with Drake. And he's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
This drive's taken more than 3 minutes off the clock already as they come up on 2nd down. They stay on the ground with Drake. And he'll be taken down at the 34. Tyrone Crawford in on the tackle. The Cowboys going to use their 2nd timeout now. That's going to leave them with just 1 remaining here in this 4th quarter.
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
And the Cowboys here on 3rd down bringing in an extra defensive back. Rosen will throw. Oh, he stays, but now he's swallowed up and taken down. DeMarcus Lawrence able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. The Cowboys signal for their 3rd and final timeout. So that will leave them with no timeouts left. Still plenty of time on the clock. We'll see how that affects things here in this 4th quarter. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. They'll spot it at the 47, so call it a 57-yard attempt. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Here's Matt Hawk now, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. And this will hit just beyond the goal line as it's into the end zone for a touchback. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Did they stick with it?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. So the Cowboys in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. Looking again that time for Amari Cooper. And that'll bring up second down. Easy to tell who they're targeting on this drive. He caught the first two passes, but then this time unable to hook up.
But I don't think that stops them from continuing to go back to him, do you?
No.
I mean, they've got a plan. They're trying to execute it.
After that second catch, I saw him in the huddle. He said, hey, let's go back one more time. Didn't work there. A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete. They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple weeks.
Oh, that's the perfect word for it, precise, because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row, you have a job as long as you want one in this league, won't you? I mean, let's face it, it's not just West Coast offense either. He's putting the ball downfield as well.
And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he's going to come up a few yards short of the first. They get him to the ground at the 37. And they're indeed going to go for it here on fourth down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. Now Prescott on fourth down. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And no, it's incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Dolphins defense is able to hold. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And still a little bit of time left, but the defense can't stop the clock, so 3 kneel downs should be enough to finish this one off. Here's a run on first down that doesn't accomplish anything. In fact, he's going to be tackled behind the line for a loss of 1.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Jumpy on the right side of the line.
Sometimes when you're on the end, a little bit farther away from the ball, any type of movement will get you to jump, and that's exactly what happened there.
And now they face a 2nd and 6 after the penalty.
Ain't no such thing as a loss. We taking wins home.
Rosen to a knee, and that ought to do it.
Rosen on the keeper. It's a loss of a yard, and it's 3rd down.
So a victory here for the Miami Dolphins. And you and I, we just looked at each other.
kind of had the same thought. I don't think that we saw this result coming. If they were going to win, maybe at home, but not here on the road.
No, not at all. We thought that at the end, the strength would win out, and that didn't happen. But let's give them credit. Went on the road without being intimidated. Went on the road with not just belief, but a strong belief that they could pull it off, and took advantage of every opportunity in this one.
So for Miami, it's back-to-back victories now after the Week 1 defeat as they move to 2-1. And they will head back